the channel, we got a total eclipse of the heart with Eclipse Valaverse Action Force.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Valaverse Action Force unboxing and review. And today, from Series 3, we got a total eclipse of the heart with Eclipse. But for all your Valaverse needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. And of course, anything over $39 does ship free. And we've been unboxing a ton of Action Force here on the channel, as I was getting way behind in my unboxings. Finally cleaned that up, and now we're into Series 3, which is just starting to arrive. Like I said, Entertainment Earth, you could probably get these with a little bit of a deal ski going on fairly soon. And we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews here on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's take a look at Eclipse. And of course, Series 3, truly ladies' night. We got a lot of ladies in this set. That's the way they're doing it. But we got Eclipse, we got Action Force, big window box we know and love. Got an Eclipse on the side, Series 3. Figure 1 of Series 3, for those keeping track at home. Action Force on the side, nothing fun there. And then on the back, got the cross-sell. You know I love a cross-sell. You know I love a file card. It's all right here in the package uniformity, which I love with the Action Force. 2 more Action Force points. I'm going to be an Action Force millionaire, just like the Star Wars points back in the day. If you're familiar with that Guinness Book of World Records setting YouTube phenomenon that we did back in 2021, had the most Star Wars points of all time. I think I tapped out at about 1 billion Star Wars points. Will I get there with Action Force? I guess time will tell. Let's look at the back, see what's going on with the old Eclipse. Diane Tamayo, hopefully I pronounced that. I would hate to offend her, of course, but she is a civil affairs officer from Rochester, New York. Absolutely cold this time of year. Staff Sergeant in the Action Force is her rank. She grew up in New York City, or New York, upstate New York. To parents from mixed heritage, her father was a skilled blacksmith. Oh, it's a dying trade, but we need more blacksmiths out there. Of Mohican descent, I believe that last of the Mohicans. I don't know if that's the same spelling there, but I don't know. Mother was a career Army officer from Ecuador. Ecuador, absolutely beautiful this time of year. And I usually defer to my Ecuadorian expert, my dad. You guys have seen my dad on the channel here. My dad used to live in Ecuador. Oh, what a world traveler my dad was at one time. He loved his time in Ecuador, so you Ecuadorians, shout out to you guys there. I think he's looking for his buddy Chino. If you've ever heard of a guy named Chino, I think they owned a bunch of hotels in Ecuador. That's my dad's old friend from back in the day. Maybe we can get a lost connection here, like a lost love connection between those two, and get those guys back in contact with each other. We'll see what happens with that. But looking really good here. I like what I'm seeing, and very interesting head sculpts on this one, so we're going to talk about that when we get them out of the package. Get her out of the package. Eclipse, of course. Oh, so they go back and forth with some of these. Sometimes the stand is kind of loose in there. Sometimes it's in a baggie. Sometimes it's in the back of the cardboard, like we have in this instance here. Gonna yank that out. I don't like it being taped to the cardboard because it does kind of ruin that cardboard a little bit, but it is what it is. What am I doing here? See you later. See you later. Off to the side. See you laters. We will get this out of the bag here. Maybe. No, I got a razor blade. How about a razor blade help me? There we go. There it is. Remember my dad telling me about eating snakes in Ecuador. Oh, snakes. What a delicacy, I bet. See you later. Goodbye. Action Force stand. We know it. We love it. All about that one. Then we get the old plastic prison, and she's locked in. She's buckled in. We're going to have to get the hardest working scissors in show business out. We're going to have to free her from the old plastic prison. Old school style. Maybe it's been a couple of days since I've done one of these, but I don't remember the other ones being locked in like this. Maybe they were. Maybe they were. Maybe my mind's just failing me in my old age. Who knows? Who knows what's going on? But she's locked in all over the place. We're taped in places. They don't want her going anywhere, I guess. She's a dangerous, dangerous Eclipse. They don't want any mistaking her, escaping, anything like that. But we're going to pull her out. Maybe we're going to pull her out. She's got all kinds of hands. Boy, oh boy, they make it difficult for me. They don't want it to be easy. They want everything to be individually taped in, of course, as well. Because really, why wouldn't you at the end of the day? Why wouldn't you? But we'll get there. We're going to get there. We always do. And I think I just saw this. No, I didn't. I was going to say, I think I just saw this in the Infantry Commando unboxing. Not the case there. Not the case at all. Totally different. What are we doing here? And then we got all these clips locked in, 3 different clips. Don't call them a magazine. I've learned that a few times. I always get chastised for that. You call that a magazine? How dare you? I'm unsubscribing from your channel. It's called a clip. I'm sorry. I just apologize. I profusely apologize there. I hate to offend people. But it is, of course, a clip, so I've been told. And there we go. And boy, what a mess. We got a mess everywhere. Off to the side. See you later. Clips everywhere in more ways than one. Accessory City. Pull everything in. Pull the figure off to the side. And we're getting down to the races here. All right, let's kick it off here, and let's do it like we always do. Let's take a look at the hands first. 2 gripping hands on a clip, so she's ready to grip some things if she needs to. We do got female hands here, which makes sense. It is a female character. Gloved hands across the board, and you got the little padding on the knuckles as well, a little gray and tan. Looking good. 2 fists of fury. If all else fails, she's throwing the fist. We got the come here hands, and we got the holding of the weapon hands as well. Really what we've seen with most of these figures over the time here. And we got 2 more gripping hands here. So choose your own hand adventure, as we always say. We do get 3 clips. Like I said, these are not magazines. These are clips. So we got 3 clips right here for her. If she wants to clip onto something, put a clip in her hair, put a clip on her bag chip, put a clip in her weapon. She's all about clips at the end of the day. We do get a little knife. We've seen this knife before in the past as well. Nice silver blade. Got some nice serrations on it you can feel. Got the black handle making it really pop. Love stuff like this. The extra color goes a long way to really make these things pop, as you guys are all probably fully aware. Then we get a little pistol here, a little very futuristic kind of one, and we've seen this numerous times before. You do got a spot in the end, so you can put some effect pieces in if you are so inclined. Really like that as well. Then we do get a scarf. Oh, scarf. What a fashion accessory. Of course, we all love a good scarf. We've seen scarves in this line before. This one's got a little different color pattern to it. Looks really, really nice. Like that a lot. And then we do get a big old rifle here once again. Do got a spot down here for a clip, not a magazine, but you can put a clip down here if you are so inclined as well. I might as well throw one in there. Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we throw a clip in? Look at that. It really makes it feel finished to me. So there it is right there. Nice big scope at the top. Nice blaster. Big, really nice. Black and tan, looking good. Now we get down to the old Eclipse, and let's look at these head scans. This second head scan is an interesting one. She is kind of all covered up here. It's like she's in the desert or something like that. The sandstorm's coming. Almost just need some goggles with her right there. But this is a pretty cool thing that they're doing here with the Eclipse, because you could pop this head on, have this on here, and you could use this head for a different one. Like there is a female Steel Brigade figure. You could pop the head off that Steel Brigade figure, pop Eclipse's head on there, and it could be there, and she could hold her helmet. You could really mix and match these things. I am such a purist in my figures. I don't mix and match because I'm always worried of the day, well, I want to put it back to stock. I'm never going to be able to figure it out. That's what I need to get past those hurdles in my life and in my mind and maybe mix some of these things around. But it looks really, really good, especially the eyes here, really piercing through. Well, you know what this reminded me of right off the bat was that National Geographic, very famous back in the day, back in the 80s when every kid had National Geographic in their library and their school rooms and stuff like that. You'd always see it, and there was that one really famous one with the girl with the eyes and all that. Maybe I can find a picture. Maybe I can. We'll put it up if we can, but that's what it reminds me of. Right there. So it is a good head sculpt, and I do like this head sculpt as well. Nice to get some female heads in the line. Obviously, you need your army people, you need your covered up people, you need your dudes, of course, but it's nice to get a chick here. Almost gives me Lady J vibes a little bit here as well, but a very, very good head sculpt on her. I'm sure she's probably based off of somebody, I would imagine. Who knows who they based her off of, but love it. Very, very cool. I'm sure it is cool because they've made figures off of obviously Sergeant Slaughter, Tim Kennedy. Desert Rat is some real person too, I've heard. So who knows? Maybe this is based off somebody as well. That would be really cool. And that would be nothing cooler than to be immortalized in an action figure one day. Come on, Valaverse. Let's put my head on one. Let's get me on a body there. There you go. But I do like this a lot. This is a fabulous, fabulous female head sculpt. This would be one of those ones you could really mix around with other toy lines. With a little heat, anything is possible. Very, very good. And I love the attention to detail. One little blue color braid kind of thing going in there. I think that is really, really nice as well. Very, very cool. Let's walk through articulation real quick. Head, side to side, up and down. Tons of movement. A lot more movement than I expected on this head. You got the butterfly shoulders. Then, of course, you got the bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows, playing all the hits right here. Then you get the up and down hands, trigger hands here on this one. Hands, of course, can be removable. Gotta heat them up, put a little heat on them, and you can get them out of there. Of course, you got waist articulation. She can do those big old Eclipse splits, looking really nice. You got the drop-down hips for extra articulation. Thigh cut, of course, double jointed, pinless knees, once again, playing more hits. Boot cut, and then ankles back and forth, side to side. Plenty of articulation, all the articulation you need right here, looking really good. As usual, she does have a nice vest there, and very Pandora-esque. They are different pockets, but you can put her pistol in here, and I believe she only came with one pistol, which is interesting. Unless it's, oh no, I know what it's for. I know what it's for. It's the clip holder. She's going to put her clips in there. So there you go. I thought at first it was going to be for 2 pistols. Pull one of those out. But no, it's for 2 clips you can put in there. So you got that. You put her rifle in the holster on the side. So that is really nice. I love the tan and the blue really popping. Really does pop on this figure. This is a very good figure. This is better than I was expecting it to be. I wouldn't say I had super high hopes, but I wasn't down on it. But getting it in hand, I like it a heck of a lot more than what I saw in the package, of course. But it's the head sculpt that brings this one home for me for sure. Really, really do like that. Pop this off and see how this looks. See how this looks in hand. See, it doesn't look quite as good to me. I don't know, and I think I might have to heat that up as well. Good thing I got a hairdryer in my basement now. Oh my gosh, that's tight. It's a good thing I got a hairdryer in my basement for times like these in the basement, of course. But looking very interesting. Looking very interesting here. And then you do got a sheath in the back for her knife there. You got the holster on the side, all kinds of stuff, but just a very, very good all-around figure here. Of course, if you're looking for a female figure too. I know some people don't collect female figures in the military lines, just like wrestling, things like that, but this one does work pretty good. But I do like the regular head a heck of a lot more. One thing I will note, the neck and the head do seem to have different skin tone colors to it. It's really not terribly noticeable, but you can see when you look at them side by side, you do get a little bit of different colors going on right there. But looking really nice. Will she stand? Well, actually, I do have a stand right here. She fits on a ringside collectible stand. So there you go. She can stand at attention right there. Of course, we always bust out the Sarge. Uh-oh, the Sarge lost his glasses. But we always bust out the Sarge here. We do have Zarana from the old G.I. Joe line classified, so you can kind of see these two together. Definitely the scaling works with all these guys and gals. And then we do have Pandora from the same wave as well, so you can kind of put her with Pandora. I'm sure these two do not get along at all. But a very, very good one, this Eclipse figure. Happy to have it in my collection. Definitely cool to get some female representation in the line. I like having the different heads for the mix and match, army builder, whatever you need to do. You can do that with old Eclipse. But what are your guys' thoughts on Eclipse? What are your guys' thoughts on Ecuador? Is it beautiful this time of year? How is the snake population? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. And don't forget to check out the Patreon for early access to videos like this. Bonus content, exclusive content, Q&As, you name it. A lot going on over there at the old Patreon channel. And you can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget to follow along on social media. SirPaul64 on Twitter. Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for a total eclipse of the heart, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.